Today, we will talk about development economics. Development economics is a branch of economics that focuses on improving fiscal, economic, and social conditions in developing countries. It considers factors such as health, education, working conditions, domestic and international policies, and market conditions with a focus on improving conditions in the world's poorest countries. Development economics studies the transformation of emerging nations into more prosperous nations. Strategies for transforming a developing economy tend to be unique because the social and political backgrounds of countries can vary dramatically. Not only that, but the cultural and economic frameworks of every nation is different also, such as women's rights and child labor laws. Students of economics and professional economists create theories and methods that guide practitioners in determining practices and policies that can be used and implemented at the domestic and international policy level. Mercantilism is thought to be one of the earliest forms of development economics that created practices to promote the success of a nation. It was a dominant economic theory practiced in Europe from the 16th to the 18th centuries. The theory promoted augmenting state power by lowering exposure to rival national powers. Like political absolutism and absolute monarchies, mercantilism promoted government regulation by prohibiting colonies from transacting with other nations. Economic nationalism reflects policies that focus on domestic control of capital formation, the economy, and labor, using tariffs or other barriers. It restricts the movement of capital, goods, and labor. Economic nationalists do not generally agree with the benefits of globalization and unlimited free trade. They focus on a policy that is isolationist so that the industries within a nation are able to grow without the threat of competition from established companies in other countries. The linear stages of growth model was used to revitalize the European economy after World War II. This model states that economic growth can only stem from industrialization. The model also agrees that local institutions and social attitudes can restrict growth if these factors influence people's savings rates and investments. The linear stages of growth model portrays an appropriately designed addition of capital partnered with public intervention, leading to economic development and industrialization. The structural change theory focuses on changing the overall economic structure of a nation, which aims to shift society from being a primarily agrarian one to a primarily industrial one. Development economics is the study of how emerging nations become more financially stable. It can be used as a tool for students and economists working to develop policies that can be used in creating domestic and international policy. Ultimately, the study of development economics is meant to help better the financial, economic, and social circumstances in developing countries through the enactment of certain structures and policies. The topics, or types of development economics include mercantilism, economic nationalism, linear stages of growth model, and structural change theory. Development economics examines things like the structure of domestic and international economies in order to improve conditions in developing countries. There are many theories of development economics. While mercantilism, nationalism, linear stages of growth, and structural change theory are four of the most common, this field of study continues to develop and change. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. Development economics is a branch of economics whose goal is to better the fiscal, economic, and social conditions of developing countries. 2. Areas that development economics focuses on include health, education, working conditions, and market conditions. 3. Development economics seeks to understand and shape macro and microeconomic policies in order to lift poor countries out of poverty. 4. The application of development economics is complex and varied as the cultural, social, and economic frameworks of every nation is different. 5. 4 common theories of development economics include mercantilism, nationalism, the linear stages of growth model, and structural change theory. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.